So it was just one green, 4 white on the boards, and I think it's so important that Cameroon start well.
And no surprise that the same player that started the ball rolling for Turkey the other night, Laura Saunders.
That's just a simple box-to-box screen away, and if you're not going to switch, you've got to be ready for it to fight over it. That's far too easy if you've got aspirations to try and get into this game.
Yanja, the point guard. Alvin, who I think has iconic status in Turkish basketball. He's one of the favorites of the Turkish fans, as this player here should be, Laura Saunders. But that time, Njok stood her ground, and
Starling played good D there. 2 days ago, that would have been a foul. She would have just gone after it too much, but did a nice job.
Starling, a naturalized player from South Carolina, goes up from just behind the free throw line. Cameroon finishing second at last year's AfroBasket Women. And Ishmael Albin gets in. This is the layup.
Good challenge. Again, not crazy going for the block. Really challenged, made it a tough shot. Defensively, it's okay for Cameroon after the last couple of possessions. Down here, they're struggling to really get the sort of high percentage shot you'd like to see them get.
Njok gets inside, goes up, and is blocked by Laura Saunders, but Saunders called for the foul. We did see flashes of Njok.
Yes, absolutely, yeah. I mean, she's used to international basketball, playing in the league in Italy at Ragusa, and offensively it wasn't the issue. The other night, she looked like she could really cope. Defensively, there was a couple of breakdowns that you mentioned earlier on. Cameroon had chances to get back in the game, and I think she was responsible for like a 5-point swing against Cameroon, by just not staying on the same page as the teammates.
Well, including a turnover on the inbounds pass,
yeah,
which led to an easy basket. But she misses the free throw. So 1 of 2. Now Vidali, Zimmerman. Another, the iconic Turkish player is number 7. This is probably the biggest iconic player, Yilmaz.
I'm not a referee, but if this is a call, everyone's going to foul out. Starling's not happy, and nor should she be. There was nothing to call, really.
And 5-second violation by the Panamanian referee called. Seemed like a quick foul as well.
Yeah.
Starling dumps it down low.
And that's what Cameroon are going to find out. The option in normal circumstances for them would have been quite a simple high-low. But because Vidali reads the game so well, she was already coming from the weak side so quickly that she gets a piece of the ball just because she's used to playing at that level.
Well, Bianca really pulled over Vidali Dimmerman, but she seems to have shaken it off. Albin, played by Dinku, the surprise starter tonight. And Sanders gets inside. I think if she gets the ball anywhere in the paint, you can just go ahead and count it.
Yeah, it's just such a quick step, and just the defense had no chance to recover.
And Starling, good arc, but short. Albin now crosses midcourt.
Cameroon look like they decided they're going to switch everything, which gives them some issues mismatch-wise down low, but...
Now Lonlack has been called for... And the Cameroon coach is beside himself. He doesn't see the foul.
That's the last two. That's people playing defense. Contact does not necessarily mean a foul. Not in the block, not in that way.
Shalar, the jump shot. And Dinku battles, but then Yanja, the pass to Lonlack, goes out of bounds.
And they're 4-1 down. They haven't really got a lot going on the offensive end. And then they hurt themselves. A couple of fouls that maybe not have been fouls, and they just throw it away after having a good defensive series. This is all about level of game, that they've just got to cut out silly mistakes.
Sanders again in the lane. It's just money in the bank.
They can't play a one-on-one, that's for sure. Cannot play a one-on-one.
Ishalabin comes up with a steal now from Bianca. She hands it off to Vidarli. And Sanders' pass eludes Salah.
Not to be too harsh on Salah. To be quite, she should have gone the way that Sanders made the pass, because then she had a clear line to the ball. She sort of went behind the defense. But still, Sanders should have recognized and held on.
And charge has been called for a block, an illegal block, so that basket's not going to count.
This is a tough situation for the Cameroon. They've come into the game, they've tried to start physically, they've tried to start aggressively. Defensively, they've been penalized if they've gone too aggressive. Then they get caught an offensive foul, so it's a tough old day.
Gomez shoots from up high. And brings it back over to Cameroon.
They've just got to get a little bit more confidence down at this end. Get the scoreboard ticking over. Move the ball, set a couple of screens to try and create advantage. At the moment, they're trying to make great plays.
One lack. Again, misses Ishalabin quickly to Turkey. Passes back to Yilmaz. Bianca dribbles up the floor with a head up. And Yilmaz making it physical for Starling.
Well, the last two times they've got to the ring and blown layups, and that was great recognition by Starling, because Yilmaz won't be able to control her and contain her outside, but just has to finish the play.
Indrock is guarding Yilmaz. And Indrock commits the foul.
Yeah, and Indrock's trying to make the point that she can do that, but you can't then extend and ride the offensive player out, which is what she did as Yilmaz sort of squared up to shoot.
Zazi's been told no more by the referee. No more complaining.
Didn't happen last night.
Low scoring game, 6-1.
Well, they've been liberal to France. It's the same referee was very liberal to France.
One lack. Starling. And this is everything.
I like the fact that Starling wants to take the responsibility of trying to tick it over. But a three-point stats tell you that's not a primary option for her. Early in the set, they don't need to really go looking for points. They're only 6-1, 7-1 down. It's, as we said before the game, Turkey don't rack it up on you quickly. They do give you a chance to hang around.
Vidarli Demerman. Starling. She went for the sportsman, or sorry, she went for the intentional foul. Or the tactical foul, they didn't call it, now they've got it back. And that was Sanders, and Chauncey is asking why the whistle wasn't blown.
And I think he's right, because that means that the referee is deciding what they're going to call or not going to call. Albert purposely tried to do it to stop the break. And then in 2 dribbles time, Cameroon turned the ball over. Where's the advantage in letting the play go?
Long night drives in.
That's 2 fouls on Sanders.
2 fouls. So show up to come out. And Cooper is coming for Long night. Shepard, however, who played so well, is coming to the game. Falcons.
À savoir Chiavelleggi et la numéro 12, Maëva Dango, Tenkela.
It's a bit deja vu, isn't it? Saunders has 8 of 9 as opposed to 12 of 12. And he's almost guaranteed to get this Turkish lineup off to a decent start.
Well, meanwhile, Long Night makes both free throws, all 3 points from the line for Cameroon. Charlie Dickerman has the pass stolen by Starling.
Decisions now for Cameroon. Make good ones, and you might start to feel comfortable in the game. Get a shot you really want.
Long Lack. Tenkela also into the game. Cameroon. First foul, Tenkela immediately after checking into the game.
Tenkela's got a role here. She's got that NCAA pedigree. You expect, just go and do what you do week in, week out at college. Get down low, bang around, rebound, get some putbacks, set some screens. Just because you're playing on the national team, don't try and reinvent yourself. Just do what you do.
She plays a Hofstra.
Yeah. Now, that's a tough conference. The A-10 is a very, very tough conference.
Long Lack gets inside, puts it up, and draws the foul.
Jeff, I know that no player ever believes they're fouled. Well, normally. But every whistle is a debate between everybody, and there's just a little bit of lack of consistency, I think. They're not really sure what's going to get called, what's not going to call, because Long Lack made a tough move, a little bit of space to finish, and ends up on the free throw line, and Yilmaz doesn't understand why. Which, as I said, most players never understand why. But, interesting phase of the game, 11-6, low scoring first quarter, and Sanders sitting on the bench with 2. Cameroon couldn't really ask for it, apart from making some more open looks, couldn't really ask for a better start until Yilmaz knocks it down from mid-range.
Wow, technical foul's been called.
Okay, here's the question I have for you, Jeff. You don't have to answer. There's an official standing right next to him. And that official now is continuing this discussion. If anyone was going to give him a technical foul, surely it's the official standing next to him. He's hearing what he's saying.
And you made the point last night that the referee that just called the technical last night was getting an earful all night from France and didn't make one move to call a technical.
Not just the coach, there was the whole bench up last night. Team manager, physio, assistants. It was a chorus.
Seven will take the 3, miss it. Auburn will get it back. Cameroon can't allow their challenge in this game to become derailed in this one sequence here. They were actually coming back. Yilmaz hit the jumper, and then they lost possession with the technical. Here's Yilmaz again.
That's Yilmaz territory, isn't it? Mid-range, a couple step or so inside the three-point line. She is one of the best. You give her space, she scores. That call is a big call now. All of a sudden, it's doubled the lead.
Reggie trying to force it in there. Ball goes off of Starling, out of bounds. in, misses. Long Lack takes the jumper. He's a bit long for Long Lack. Relegi thought about it, pulls it back out. Starling. And Alvin gets it back over to Vigarli. And Vigarli hits the short jumper. So final minute of the opening quarter. Ojai Shakur going to come in the game for Turkey. Njok. Oh, shooter's bounce.
And they needed that because they've been pointless since that sort of like little technical scenario unfolded. They got it to 11-6 and then they went on a 7-0 run.
Ishal Alvin misses, so that gives it back to Cameroon. Got a chance to cut into that deficit. Boy, they're struggling with their passes, just getting picked off. Vigarli Dimmerman. He gets a 4-point swing.
Got to get it away.
And she doesn't. So Cameroon, at the end of one, trailed 20-8.
Mesdames et messieurs, l'organisation du Kéku va vous présenter un spectacle artistique, physique, sportif. Applaudissements à l'équipe C-Ouest. Applaudissements
à 2 for 11. And a lot of those 2 for 11 that had 3 layups on the drive that they should have made. If they'd have made those, that's another 6. All of a sudden, it's a 6-point game. You know, you take the technical out of the equation and all of a sudden they're in it. So they're not far off being in it. It's just Sanders sits down, so what did Turkey do? They get into transition and look for and get mid-range jump shots, which Vidali and Yilmaz can almost make in their sleep. But you know, at least you can see Cameroon have options. But they just can't make dumb mistakes. They can't make life hard for themselves, which is what they've done. I'm going to say one more thing about the technique, and then I'll just let it go. I can't understand it. I can't understand that you get a technical, same game, same night, the night before. He said 1 or 2 things. Officials standing. I don't know why the call needed to be made. This is Olympic basketball. We've got 3 top officials on the floor. You don't need to call the game for your co-official when he's right next to. I don't believe that you do that, but I'm not a referee.
You're saying the referee that was right next to him could have made the call?
She's overcalled it. She's like, oh, I don't think you should be talking to him, so I'm going to call the technical from the other side of the floor. The other guy walked away and wasn't engaging. Fine, you know, up to her, but I don't enjoy that part of referees are a team. They're as much of they're a third team on the floor. It's like saying to someone on the floor, you can't shoot it. I'm going to shoot all the shots.
Well, the point has been made. For Cameroon, you saw the stats, 8 turnovers in the first quarter.
That's the biggest stat, isn't it? 8 turnovers on a 20-8 game.
Foul down low on Abinku.
You're looking at 30 turnovers on a game. You could be playing in the park and you're going to lose, turning it over 30 times a game.
Actually, it's 32.
Yeah, yeah.
Alden. Over to Yilmaz. Beats the shot clock. And that's incredible. So many green shirts, but Shalar competing for the rebound.
And that's what Shalar does to this team all the time. She's one of those, she's the effort player out there. She's going to get rebounds. She's going to try and work herself into good stats. And she had no right to actually get anywhere near that rebound. Yeah, I think in the think in the end it did. Not sure whether we get a look at it. Anyway, it's only 2 seconds on the shot clock, so.
They're going to get something going to the rim.
You know, so that didn't hit the ring.
So it did not hit the ring, and 24-second shot clock violation. Willeti. Turkey disrupts right at the point of the attack. Oh, double dribble.
Just set some screens. Let's pass the basketball. Let's see if we can get an open look without having to test the ball pressure as much as they're testing the ball pressure at the moment. That's what Turkey's defense does to you. It doesn't get to turn. It contains you. Makes you work hard for everything, and dribble's just not going to help you break that defense down.
Foul. Mr. Loudon takes the line for them one.
We get a replay on this play, Joe. This will sum up the issues and the difference in level, because when Albin penetrated, there are people on the weak side who don't even know she's going to the basket because they believe there's a ball screen that's going to be set. She's penetrated now. You don't see a green shirt in the picture. Unless Cameroon offensively change what they're doing here, this is going to get out of hand very, very quickly, because they're just not going to tick the scoreboard over enough.
And Starling shoots from the line. Shakur gets into the lane, puts it up, and draws the foul. And one coming. So Yilmaz will come out. Look at Shakur again, going up. Another Turkish opportunity at the charity stripe. Argentina right now are resting easy and thinking about preparing for France.
And then they stop resting easy because they're thinking about preparing for France. That's not a task that they'll relish being in the quarterfinal. Obviously, that gives them a chance at the Olympic spot. But France at home, lose and they've still got the 2 games chance to be the 5th team.
Another double dribble called on Cameroon. Ganja.
See if they can get anything out of running this 2-3 zone, but they're going to leave people wide open.
Shakur missed. Shalard rebounds.
If you are going to offer that option, you must find a body and box out.
Bothered in here, Shedlam. That's incredible. To allow that type of rebound to go out of bounds.
And the way thing is looking, Coach Miller's going to have the luxury, if you want, of being able to rotate, maybe look at some different things. He'll want to get ready for his quarterfinal, etc. Because he's with a 26-8 advantage. He's feeling as though he's in control of this now.
Shot clock. Shakur misses badly.
No inside touch really throughout that whole set, and there's a lot of space, a lot of seams in that defense of Cameroon.
Jantes in the game, number 5, 35. Turkey. Takes the contact.
Put your hand in the back. Referees may it's very easy to call a foul. Just what no coach coaches that when you play defense, put your palm of the hand on the offensive player. Players always worry about. I'm like, well, you know, no one's taught you to do that. Get your hands out, body up, take the contact. Easy call for the official.
Rear opportunity, Cameroon. It's a 16-point deficit.
Teams can come back from 16. It's just that they're coming back from 16 having only scored 10. So they're down more than they've scored, and that's never a great equation.
Sigurek will go to the line after being fouled here by Starling.
And if Sigurek wants to generate more minutes for herself, those are the plays that she's got to finish. It's got to be an and one play. Nice cut, though. It was a really nice cut on the baseline. And Starling's in foul trouble again, picking up the third foul. So I think she's got to learn a little bit about international European basketball after a stint at college. Which is obviously what she's going to get the chance to do, playing in Belgium next year, I think she said.
Starling.
Changement pour l'équipe du Cameroun, sortie de la numéro 4, Brittany Starling, et retour de la numéro 7, Rose Alati.
Injock, shows good range with that jumper. 3-pointer for Injock.
There's a lot to like about the way Injock plays basketball. She's got a great basketball body. She's got good range, nice touch on the shot. Sometimes she'll make a decision that when she thinks about it, she'll regret, but she can definitely improve that.
Shednev. Legend. Last game of the day, day 3. And it's a Group B game. Turkey and Cameroon. And Abenku gets in and turns it back over.
Well, Abenku plays here in France, and with that sort of background and the physicals, you know, if she gets set like that, get it up the ring, get a soft finish, she'll get a roll. Just finish the play.
The guy is going to have to rush one up. Kele with the rebound over to the legend. Surely you got to find Injock again. There she is. Put it up. Almost. Now for Garlic.
Try and run her a screen. Give her a screen or something. Don't expect her to make great shots every time. Oh.
Janitez gets blocked, but Leggy calls for the foul.
Changement pour l'équipe du Cameroun, sortie de la joueuse numéro 10. Monique Njouk, retour de la numéro 6. Tia Beneji, sortie pour la joueuse de la numéro 8. Certaine Kenjoun, retour de la numéro 14.
Who's been with this program from the games that we were talking about when they got that final spot in Poland. Be her second Olympics if they make it. You know, most people would love one. They get the chance at 2.
We haven't really had to talk about Lara Saunders tonight because of the foul trouble, although she did get him off
8 from 9.
Monlack puts it up from 3.
They don't, and it's hard. You're playing against Turkey, so it's very hard for great teams to get shots away. They don't run anything for each other. They don't set screens for each other to make it, to free up Longlak to get a better look or to have an advantage.
Here's Shakur. It's a three-pointer.
And Shakur came off 2 baseline screens to come up open. Okay, the defense then looked at it, shoot it, and then they turn it over.
That's ugly. Cameroon just turn it over. Now it's up to 30 to 13, 33 to 13. Puts up another air ball. Bianja. Bianja puts up the air ball. And got a timeout called by Cameroon.
Yeah, what's Cameroon's? Yeah, it's a Cameroon timeout, I think.
Hey, les filles, la chose importante, il fait ça. 1 et 2. Il faut que ici doit faire feinte et main. Et la grande, et la 2 doit arriver par feinte et main.
He's talking about the rotations on the zone where if they overload it and swing through, the black has to flash out and then drop as the guard comes across to match up. They can't get a shot down here. Just set a screen. Set something. Because at the moment they're asking Injak or Lonyak to go and make a move against the whole defense. They haven't moved the defense. They're not getting any things in transition. It's a tough ask. You're playing against one of the, you know, we'll get whatever the rankings say. They're in the top 8 teams in the world, probably, Turkey, in terms of, they're definitely up there competing for that sort of ranking in terms of current performance as opposed to their ranking. So it's really difficult. He's got to help these guys to try and get shots that are a little bit easier than 1-on-3, like the great one that Injak made. And that's what they're having to do, make great shots.
Well, Turkey want to keep running their stuff, and they need to be professional. They know they've got a quarterfinal that'll be coming up. They play Cuba. They've ensured that, you know, they've watched them play. They know that they won against a good New Zealand team today.
They've got five players down the floor now. If they move the ball quickly, they can get a good look, but they're going to stick it and the defense is set.
Max Benz gets in the lane. Gillespie looks for an opening, launches one. Now quickly up to Vidarli Demirman.
Nice look.
And the basket, and one. Well, we've said that tonight, haven't we?
As soon as Sanders got into the foul trouble and sat down, Yilmaz and Vidarli took over in terms of points production. And now the team's in the flow. Yilmaz is like, I've got to involve other people, and makes the extra pass when she turned down the foul line jump shot. And Yanitez is going to make it a 3-point play.
Yanitez increases the advantage. Cameroon is still searching for answers. Longlak. Oh, they get a chance for Tinkele, but the traveling call. Come back into the game from Wadeji.
That's, I think that's traveling in any league.
Yep. You had to call it.
Even in the NBA, you might get called for that one.
Shakur whips it over to Vidarli Demirman. Yilmaz down low, and a rebound for Cameroon.
Better challenge. At least they made Yilmaz rush that mid-range shot then.
And Jock gets inside. Foul on Shaji Vega. Well, I think for Turkey really to kind of take that next step, you know, we know what kind of contributions they're going to get from Isher Lalbin, Vidarli Demirman. We know what they're going to get from Laura Saunders, even Nevri Yilmaz. And we talked about the strengths of Baha Shalar, but they need some others to step up. We saw it from Shebnam last night, and Ojai Shakur needs to start doing it as well. He's got some minutes here to prove it. Longlack with the rebound, but just really nowhere to go. Fouls called on Turkey.
It's very similar to what we were saying about Spain. They're a great team. Do they want to be a gold medal team? Then they need that little bit extra. And we saw that Rodriguez gave them that little bit of, you know, firepower from the three-point line, and they're looking for players to fill that role. And so Shakira's the same type of role. Can she go out and shoot 70%? Can she go out and really open up a game from the perimeter?
Well, Binku almost knocked down a three-pointer for Cameroon.
And times like this, Jeff, she's got to run. You know, if she gets down there and spots up, she's got to run, challenge, make the defense chase. And now she's in front of the defense.
Yilmaz whips it over to Vidarli Demerman. Ojai Shakur, good.
Absolutely what she needs to give, because that means the defense can't leave her. So there's more space for Saunders, because if they pack Saunders around, you know that physically the top teams will try and bump her around a little bit. Shakir starts knocking shots down like that, she gets space to play.
And she'll be able to put the ball on the deck and go to the basket as well.
Absolutely.
And really, that's her strength. Longlack kind of forces it up there. He's not playing with much control tonight.
Every shot is a challenge shot because they're not getting any advantage off the ball movement or off the screen.
Well, Vidarli Demerman says, "You can leave me alone, I'm going to take it."
And we've always said, you know, she's such a consistent shooter. At times you'd like her to even shoot it more.
Ashley Choi is going to come into the game. And moving back against Cameroon. Well, you know, we kind of anticipated this being a difficult game for Cameroon, and so it's proving to be as Shakur comes out, Vidarli Demerman comes out, Richard Alban and Cora come into the game.
Difficult day at the office is the polite way of wording this.
Good help out from Longlack there for Cameroon.
And you got to love the way that there's no, we're just going to take shots here, etc. Turkey. They're still trying to run stuff, still trying to create the advantage for certain players in certain areas.
Janeta's pass a little too hard now. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Alban's going to have to launch one, and doesn't get it off. Good defense for Cameroon. 26.6 seconds remain. And timeout. 41-13. So it's, you know, it's in hand for Turkey.
And it's in hand, and he's still working. They're still working. They're still trying to get better. And there's a level of performance now they're looking for, because they want a chance. They quarterfinals before. They want to get to that level. They want to qualify, get to the quarterfinals, have a chance perhaps of a medal. A lot of players on this team. That will be a great way for them to finish some really illustrious careers. They've got the right coach for it, because he's demanding, he's challenging. But you can see they're part of a group. It's a whole process for these guys.
You know, Turkey were really good back in 2012 at the Olympics. Do you think this team has the capacity to be that good or better?
I think they have the capacity to be better because they have Laura Saunders, for one thing. And as much as Lisa Hollingsworth is a very, very good basketball player, she's not Laura Saunders. Saunders gives them so many more options, mobility and athleticism. And I think they had that. They had the guard, they had the three-guard rotation. Now they've got a little bit more, and they've always been searching for someone at the three. Well, maybe Kim Yasioglu gives them that.
I just wonder if some of the pressure is off this Turkish team that's been on it for the last couple of years, and that's allowed them to come out and play a little bit better this summer.
Well, it's a lot of pressure when you, well, I'm definitely going to make the Olympics. I will stage the qualifying tournament. We're hosting the World Championships. There's pressure.
And Jock is going to get it up and follow her missed shot. Oh, How about that for a way to finish the first half for Cameroon? She put a shot up from long jump shot, missed it, followed it, and now goes to the line for an N1. Look at that.
That's coming out of a timeout, and they still didn't get a great shot. And Jack just is a great athlete, manufactured a shot when she had no right to manufacture a shot.
Unable to convert it. And Albin, I think she did get it off in time, but it's off target. So, 41-15. Turkey won't be sweating at this stage, and the likely scenario is them facing Cuba, with Argentina going up against France. But 20 minutes to play. Be sure to stick around for the second half. Remember, you can see he's still coaching as he leaves the court.
All these stats are going to tell us is that Cameroon have taken a lot of shots, missed a lot of shots. Turkey haven't been great from the three-point line. I mean, and it is that perimeter threat they really need, because they don't have the athletes to really dominate you inside, so they've got to make those open looks. It's always going to worry them. They're absolutely, you know, they have to step on Cameroon on the glass, 13 turnovers. You know, most of these stats are really negative from a Cameroon perspective. And it's just Turkey are efficient. That's what they've been. They have 41 points. No one has more than 9, so everyone's making a contribution, just as you expect. And then Jock is the only guy that really has been able to create for himself against a very good Turkish defense.
It's just a big ask. We're talking about a team that's, you know, Cameroon really hasn't been together that long. So many new players that didn't feature last year going up against the Turkish team that has been around for forever, really.
It's a tough ask. They just make it even harder for themselves. But Turkey is just good.
So halftime 41-15, Turkey on top of Cameroon.
En tant que ballon officiel de la FIBA, le tournoi de qualification olympique, Molten est fier de présenter son ballon édition 2016. Son design dynamique représente les mouvements et l'agilité des meilleurs joueurs de basket du monde. Rejoignez Molten et montrez votre soutien à votre équipe nationale alors qu'ils jouent à leur plus haut niveau avec intégrité et fair play. Pour en savoir plus, rendez-vous sur le site internet FIBA.com et participez au concours pour gagner un ballon Molten édition spéciale. Ça va se passer maintenant au niveau du cube central au-dessus du terrain avec nos partenaires internationaux de la FIBA. Ladies and gentlemen, students watch the commercial for our partners.
41-15, Turkey on top of Cameroon. It's going to take some kind of comeback for Cameroon in this one, but as I've said many times before, Mark, where there's hope, there's life.
Well, I'd say the first step they have to make is to make sure the margin is actually less than the points that they have scored. Then you can start thinking, oh, well, you know, the margin there is still bigger than the points they have scored. And while it stays that way around, it is never over until it's over.
That's a pretty worrying stat there. 4 field goals made, 13 turnovers in the first half. But, you know, Turkey is a difficult team to play against.
This isn't about how bad Cameroon is. This is about how good Turkey are in relation to Cameroon at the moment. And as we said, 10 of these Cameroon players didn't play in Afrobasket last year. That means this is their first international tournament outside of playing wherever they're played. And that is such, I don't think people understand the level, the difference in playing national team basketball when you're playing against, you know, the best of a country. It's a different level.
Shalar reaches up and commits the foul on Lomlak. Watch this. Got her on the follow through.
On that view, that's the very view the referee would go. It looks like, yeah, absolutely, across the wrist and across the arm. Just Bilal's reaction was, I actually haven't touched her, but I'm with the referee on that one. For that view, she goes right across her arm.
No free throws made.
They made 3 passes there, Jeff, like with a little penetration, create a little space, get a good look.
Yilmaz's going to try to post that down low. Laura Sanders back in the game. And Abinku commits the foul.
And again, the difference, we've commented on it a lot. You know, Salah entered and then moved so that they couldn't go down a double team on Yilmaz. That's just great fundamental basketball, trying to space the floor. Salah did a nice job, nice entry, nice movement. And Yilmaz, as we said before, mid-range is an elite top-level player.
She makes 1 of 2. And now Cameroon bring it back the other way. There's Njok showing signs that she wants to start getting more involved offensively. Yanja back to Lomlak. Lomlak gets inside and scores. Didn't see the challenge I expected from Saunders.
Didn't want to pick up that third foul, did she? It's like, I haven't played enough, I want to play. I don't want to get foul trouble.
Darley looks for an opening, gets it over to Shalar. Shalar drives in, scores with the left hand.
Again, it's all about the spacing. Excellent execution. Great decision down the middle.
Yanja launches a 3. Now running. Yilmaz turns to her right and scores. And there's not a whole lot you can do if you're a big crew in that for Cameroon.
You always have to try and make Yilmaz bounce the basketball, and she just, her percentages go down, but it's so hard because she's so good at holding space.
In jump, and some more of that gifted jump shot that we've seen. Sanders on the low block, kind of loses control of it. Lomlak. And the tactical foul, not the unsportsmanlike. The tactical foul by Vidali Demerman. They'll stop the fast break.
Tactical is a nice way of wording. in other sports called the professional foul. It's the rules as stated. That's allowable, and you can understand why people do it, because you do not want teams running fast break transition basketball. So if the rule stays as it is, you've got to let people use the tactic.
Well, jump ball has been called here. Wrapped up by Saunders. Looked like Saunders almost had it clean there. Saunders going down the lane. She was denied by Starling. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Starling reached up and got her hand on the ball. What's this?
And he has a point, because that's how it was called a second ago.
Well, suggesting it was a jump ball.
Yeah, it'd have been a tough one for the official to call it that way. But
and the shot was not released in time, so good defense for Cameroon.
There are so many things that you can like about what Cameroon can do, and as we've made the point on a number of occasions, lack of continuity, a whole new team, also whatever reason, etc., etc. It just makes this an almost impossible task, because they'll make great plays now at parts of the game. It's just not enough.
Big coup. Gets the rebound. I haven't seen Tambui tonight. She started the other night but didn't play well, so hasn't had a chance. And Ishilavin goes in and it's fouled. Good from Alden. 6 points for Alden. Gets into the lane, bounce pass, nice play to Starling, but Starling doesn't finish. Starling knocked it away, and Lonlack avoids the foul, goes in for the layup. That's better than Cameroon.
They've come out of the locker room, and good credit here to Coach Bizoshi's out the locker room. They've come out with a little purpose, little change-ups defensively with the zone. Asked a few different questions, another steal.
Well, Leggy with the steal goes all the way. And Minden might have to get a timeout. That's a 24-point deficit.
For the first time in a long time, they have more points than the gap between the teams, so.
Albin for 3. Abinku with the rebound. Shedman's going to come back into the game. Lonlack puts it up. Possession will be Cameroon here. For the hustler, Cameroon.
And now people coming in off the bench for Cameroon need to maintain this. As you get the layup replay after the steal, their intensity's been high, and Bong's now in the game. She's just got to pick it up, maintain what they've established at the start of the third period.
Lonlack doesn't get the kind roll. Mbong has a tough assignment for Sanders. Now she switches, and Lonlack is on Sanders. Inside to Yilmaz. She turns, scores. Bianja Flirting with danger there with Vidarli Demerman. Imbong goes in and Yilmaz knocks it away.
Here's
the veteran, Vidarli Demerman.
A really steady game, nine points so far. Picked up 5 rebounds, 3 assists, positive all across the stat line for Vidarli.
I think Injok hustle to get back and deny Alden. Shakur drives in, has it taken away by Starling.
Trying to give it to Sanders. It's very deep. You're that deep, you got to shoot it.
And Shevnovich is in and commits the foul on Moonlight.
What a great effort by those guys. They're still standing, they're making a noise far side of the arena.
Oh, what a terrible turnover that is. Just went right through the hands of Starling. And Sanders hasn't been the same. Hasn't been the same since the start of the game. She sat down for pretty much the entire first half. Pass goes out of bounds. Newman still coasting like it's a 1-point game over here in the Turkish bench. You can see him. Left corner of your screen. Shakur open. Gives it to Starling. Nice pass to Injok. A chance for a 3-point play. This is not happening for Sanders right now.
It's almost like you'd like a stat that says every time they pass it more than 3 times, what's their percentage then? Because it's the 3rd or 4th time where they've moved the ball and Injok's been on the end of it or someone else has. They're getting stuff. Again, it goes to show if they had more preparation, if they weren't just looking at like 10 new players. There's a lot to like about how this might go forward. What they can't do is just clean house every year and bring in 10 new players. That's not. You look at.
You lose the continuity.
Absolutely.
That teams like Turkey have.
You got to add. You got to grow. You got to build.
Shednam open. Shakur now. Cross court over to Shednam again. And then body blow unintentionally by Lundlach.
Sioglu, like the other night, 100%. She just can't buy one at the moment. She's still taking the same looks. I still think she gives. I still think she gives this Turkish team much needed balance.
Alden, good fight for the rebound. Injok. Just pass around and make sure you got Injok coming in. So she can catch it in the low blocks. Oh, tough shot there.
There are 3 white shirts where that penetration went, and there's just no space to get a good look. And Injok, the player has scored the last few times, makes a nice cut to the corner, ends up wide open. She's got other people within decent passing lanes. You're not making life easy for yourself trying to make tough ones like that.
Starling open. Battle for the board, Sanders, now Turkey. Oh, nice drop down low to Sanders. He is such a long player, long arms.
And when she caught the ball, she never threw it down. She went straight back up. You're not going to get a piece of that one Nice pass, great finish. And I think Yasmin was asking why, you know, there's no contact call, because as she was coming down, the defense carried on coming under, which is always dangerous. And he's right. You know, that's the sort of call you've got to make to stop it happening, because if player's in the air, if someone comes underneath, that's a major issue.
Yeah, you lose your balance.
Yeah.
You have a nasty fall. Starling. Oh, works their way in there. They continue to play better. They've now got what they had in the entire first half in this quarter. Chevron drills the other jump shot.
And the great thing about that is she didn't think, oh, I missed the last 5, I'm going to knock this one down. And she has that shooter mentality. I've missed 99, I know I'm going to make the 100.
Starling again, gets inside, uses the explosiveness. And the jump, puts it up and in. Final 30 seconds here in the third quarter. And Cameroon's best by far.
Sanders gets so deep in sealing off that, you know, you have to foul her. Otherwise, if she catches it, it's going to be at best 2, at worst a 3-point play. Nice entry pass as well. Great change of angle, good delivery, good timing.
Chadman, another one. Sanders, look at that. Just goes straight up, goes straight down, goes back up. Easy peasy. 6 seconds of the third. Longmac's not going to mess around. She had plenty of time there, and that's giving Turkey 1.1 second.
Well, it gives them a chance, and you could have got a better shot.
That is short. As it is, Turkey still on top, big time, 58-32. Closer to clinching that quarterfinal place.
Well, Cameroon have scored more points in that quarter than they scored in the whole of the first half, because I think they shared it a little better. They're a little bit more direct. They finished plays they missed in the first half. They're still getting destroyed on the glass. 16 assists to 4. That tells you all you need to know about how Cameroon are not passing the basketball.
What do you think will be Turkey's biggest concern now? If they go ahead and clinch the ball.
This guy is ready to on the dribble.
Well, I don't think that. There's two seats thought on the draw, isn't there? You know, a lot of programs would want to be in the same part of the group as a draw as the USA, because then they won't play them again until later. I think that Turkey's biggest issue is that take Sanders out of the equation, who's going to really be able to create? Yilmaz is a great mid-range shooter, but Dali will shoot the ball really well. And they don't break you down on the dribble very well. That's why Shaquille could be a really nice option for him. I think they can, coaching-wise, they'll construct defenses to really minimize options, but I think that's their issue, is they're going to have to win low-scoring, close games just through great execution, because they don't really, the team has to win games then. They don't have people who can break down and make life easy for each other. That's my, and you asked if that's a concern. That's only a relative concern. It's not like a concern about, are they going to win the quarterfinal? Is it a concern about they got a chance to make the quarterfinal of the Olympic Games? They don't want to medal. They want to medal, they're going to have to play perfect basketball. And at the 3 spot, they've got to score. I think that's the other major area. They have to have a double-digit scorer at the 3 spot, or production at the 3 spot. Otherwise, I don't think Silent's going to have the space to play. Because they're not going to turn it over, are they? They've got a solid backcourt. They've got enough size to rebound defensively.
Bianja misses, offensive rebound, Starling. So they really need to get some production out of Shebnem.
Yeah, and I think they will get. I think they'll get some production there. I think Shalaza would be a great backup to that role in terms of points, because she's been in the program and understands what coach wants, understands the strengths of the group and everything else. And Shakir is a big plus if she can keep it going. And we've been waiting for Yanitez to become a factor as a rotation player. She hasn't quite made that step to become regularly producing points.
She just really doesn't get the minutes.
No, and there's a reason, because she's had opportunities, looked at it, and she just hasn't been productive.
Wow, Shakir fouled. She went up for the shot.
Foot pour l'équipe turque, avec la joueuse numéro 4, quatrième foot qui sort. Retour de la numéro 13, Aïs Kora, et deux enseignements pour le Cameroun.
Yeah, if they get into rotations where Shonurek is playing 2 million minutes, that means they're in too deep in foul trouble. And they have to pace themselves. The great thing about an Olympic Games tournament is you play a day, get a day off. You don't have these series games where you play and play and play. You get play, day off, play, day off. So you really should have enough time not only to recover physically, but you've got a day to prepare for every game. And at this level, these guys can make so many great adjustments. And at this level, this Turkish team's got a great asset on the bench. Got to shoot that shot.
Yep. She passes it again and ends up with Shebnem.
Shebnem with a little bit less time than she had the first time as well. I mean, Cora's got to shoot that. I think the coaching staff agree with you and I on that one.
Yeah, they agree with you all right.
Direct comparison, Jeff. You know, you put that into context of how Spain came out, and people coming off the bench weren't passing up that option. They were showing they could bring that for Lucas Mondelo and the Spanish national team. Well, Cora's just said, I don't think I'm confident enough to shoot that.
Look at that, Sanders getting a couple of blocks.
Yeah.
In fairness to Cora, the only thing I would say is she hasn't really been playing at all. But she ran the floor well that time for Turkey.
Shemirek, when she was playing, age group basketball under 20s, I still think they do think she has a genuine senior future. You saw then that was great control and quickness.
Falling out the long line. Bianja. It's a three to fall. Good shot for Bianja. Cameroon now 2 of 9 from three-point range. Turkey, surprisingly, 2 of 16.
Yeah, that's not a Turkey number. They don't like that sort of return.
Look at Sanders. Just keeps after it.
I think Coach Bennett will be happy now to get out of this game with no one getting hurt. Positive performances out of the bench guys. Show up after a day's break from games, because he'll obviously work out and prepare. And he'll just want to get back, eat, get ready to practice tomorrow and get ready to qualify.
Shebnem from the right. There's another three-pointer. The third of the game.
And it's obviously he's going to leave her. I think he just needs her to grow in confidence and consistency in that role. And he's given her extended minutes in both games.
And drives in and is fouled by Cora.
And the great thing about it as well is defensively she's strong. She's long enough at that spot. She's strong that she'll do a good job defensively on the glass. I quite like the additional strength and options that she brings. As you said, you pointed out on the stats-wise on the three-point line, that's the one stat that's so un-Turkey-like. Poor shooting percentages from the three-point line.
Bianja takes a seat. 6:51 to go. Turkey leading 63-37. Kind of cruising towards that big victory and qualification as the Group B winner to face Cuba in the quarterfinals here at the Women's Olympic qualifying tournament. Senior, there are a couple of instances now where she's shown us something here.
You know, she's not, 190. Big, younger player. It takes a while to mature physically. She's in good physical shape now. Could be part of the jigsaw, If they can increase the number of minutes she gives them, that gives them some real nice options around her, being able to rotate with Yilmaz and being able to, and who knows, they may have to go a little big in some games.
Sandra's out, Janitez comes in. Let's see what Janitez does with her minutes now. We've got 6 minutes to audition. Cameroon and Turkey getting after it there. Cora. Oh, Cora had to shoot it. Janitez takes it, misses.
The line of, she's got to get used to the minutes, Jeff, which I agree with you with. Sooner or later, that runs out. That's an option. She's got to pop that shot.
And also, Cora's perhaps a little too unselfish, to a fault.
Yeah.
A couple of times she's passed up shots. Here she is. See if she gets it back. Nope. Vidali Dimmerman's going to take it all the way in. Showback backs it into the hands. Edgy. And long shot is good.
Jeff, she's already in Italy, so she's already in the professional ranks. You could see some real upsides to her, bringing her into a good program. If she could just, learn from the experience of players around her, she could be an asset.
Shednam, there you go. Another three. What's that? Three-pointers for her. She missed several, but like you said, she kept shooting them. Demirok is going to come into the game for Turkey. Ledgy another one, and this one off target.
No, she's 3 from 8. She went 0 for. She went 0 for 4. Then she's gone 1. Then she's now gone 2 from 3. And that's the shooter. That's the shooter in her. She's like, I'm gonna take my open shot. I'm a good enough shooter that I'm gonna work my way through this. I mean, she's made 3 of the 4 that they've made, so she's not gonna pass it up. And if you're a good shooter, the stats like that will even itself out. She's still, she's around 40% from the three-point line. And normally you would take 40% from the three-point line. It's just the other night she had a 100% game.
Well, she was over 2 at halftime, 1 of 5.
Yeah.
At the end of the third. So she's got 2 of those three-pointers, 2 and 3.
2 for 3, yeah. So she's, if your role is to shoot that shot, you have to carry on shooting and say, well, I'm going to carry on. You want to take me out, take me out. And she's strong enough. She can take a hit going to the hoop too. So, it's nice to have surprises, if that's the way to word it. I mean, as we found out the other day, she's had a break from playing at the highest level, came back because, coach talked her into it, thought it was a great option. He believed in her. She's now obviously believing in him. That's an asset. That's part of the role. When you're running the program, you've got to go and get people that you're aware of that can help you. And Demirok gets some time for the first time.
And she's got her hands on the ball right now. She's got some quickness. Demirok, she's got the ball. Into Sidurek now. And we're looking at Sidurek, turns, puts it up. He backpedals now to play defense.
I thought I was going to get excited about that because she took her time, waited to get balanced. Then by the time she took what was in the end a really decent option, she just blew a shot that she should and would expect to make.
And Sterling goes up. This is, the crowd felt like the Cameroon crowd wanted a foul.
The Cameroon crowd and those volunteers that seem to have been adopted by the Cameroon crowd, with shirts in the contingent in the far corner, adds to the atmosphere.
Both Welegi's in the game for Cameroon.
Flop or foul. She went down trying to buy the charge, no charge. At least have a word say you can't flop.
Mfula. That's her first basket.
Nice
pass. Sidurek on out. Well, we'll see the shooting motion.
Yeah.
She'll get 2 free throws.
Jeff, this Olympic qualifying tournament is graced with some great guards. I mean, Alvin and Vidali, Dumerc, Lindsay Harding. Yeah, it's just there are some really there are guard. Well, let's see, let's find out.
Was it yesterday?
The jury's out now. Paves from Venezuela has got that opportunity to get to that sort of level. But it's great when you're playing with guards at that level and you're in the inside. If you're ready, you know you're going to get the basketball, as Sidurek saw there. She cut, made a good cut, gets rewarded with a great pass from Alvin.
Kalu, Nigeria.
I'm not in the same bracket as that one, although she had some great courage to take that 3.
Yeah, exactly. Here comes Demirok. I was just trying to get some African representation.
I'm 100% with you on that.
Gellis.
Well, Elonu is a nice 2 guard that handles and scores.
Oh, nice fake from Demirok. She gets in.
Sort of bowed out of the shot. She's going to get hit and sort of avoided the contact. Finish the shot. If you get fouled, you get fouled. Nice quick move, though.
Coming up on the 2-minute mark. Weleji over to Tambui. And Fula. And Starling unable to rebound it. Oh, this is unnecessary. Technical foul has been called on Starling. Oh well. Could be she said something she shouldn't have. Here we go.
Yeah, she did. She did say stuff, but so was everybody else. You just create a little bit of a rod then, and people like me who know nothing about officiating really. So, well, hang on a minute, everybody had a word last night, so why are there 2 technicals in this game tonight? Does it feel like a 2 technical game to you? It's 70 to 42.
Alvin. Tamburi steps in front of Alvin. Alvin's called a shot to the face. And maybe this is where your member is saying, okay, let's get the starters out of here.
That's not a pretty foul. That's at best clumsy, at worst, just not a nice foul. Kazotzi's got to an extent here, he might want to spend some time just, guys, we've worked hard, 1:36 to go. Let's just finish the game with some, under control. Let's not get out of control here.
And you are 5 bad. Okay. We play horse. Always. Okay, movement.
So Cameroon's Olympic qualifying tournament campaign is coming to an end. They'll look ahead to next year's Afro-Basket women.
Yeah, I mean, interesting, Jeff, if this is the team that shows up. If this is the team that shows up, then they're going to be a year better as a group. Yeah, that's what you would like to see. Although, obviously, they've had a disappointing run here. They've had a disappointing development in losing all those players.
Yeah.
You know, Nigeria have looked a good unit, and obviously, the current champions of Nigeria that look like they'll be the teams to beat. But if they break up this group, or if the coach goes, or whatever else, then all this experience is wasted.
Cora sprays it out to Dimmerer. Oh, that's a nice release.
Didn't bail out of that one, just stayed on the shot.
Had Auburn's hands on it. Waleji. And Fuller puts it up and draws the foul. Iraq's first foul. Nice release from Fuller. Don't remember her playing much. She's only played tonight 9 minutes.
Yeah. Another player that's playing professionally already in France, so a few players that can help this program continue developing.
Captain Ghana just got that ball and turned it over to Fuller. And Fuller now goes to the line.
Faute pour l'équipe de Turquie, le numéro 45, Seigneur 3 fautes.
It's going to take a pretty special performance from Cuba to take Turkey out of the way they play, isn't it? That quickness that Turkey have, but who have they got that's going to stop Sanders? Who have they got that's going to stop Yilmaz in that mid-range area? Unless they make it a really quick, broken game, it's going to be a very, very difficult ask.
And that's difficult to do against Turkey.
Yeah.
Cora. And Fuller fouls Cora, she gets in.
Faute pour l'équipe du Cameroun, le numéro 11, Marie-Ange Poula.
Just heard the theme song from Rocky. I don't know if they were saying that was physical play.
Not really appropriate at this stage, perhaps.
Oh, gosh. 30 seconds to go. One left. Got it.
Oh, that was like, I haven't had a shot. I fancy one now. And that's probably the one shot she'll get in the 2 games.
Yeah, Ghana, so it looks like Auburn might be content to dribble this out, although Cameroon is still putting some pressure on.
I don't think that gets the fact they're trying to dribble it out, but we finally got there.
Well, Turkey did want to dribble it out, but I suppose if you're keeping your nose right there, the way Cameroon had 72-46, you would have played to the final buzzer. The Turkey comprehensive winners against both Argentina and now Cameroon. See the stats?
And you've got to hope the most impressive and important thing for Cameroon is if they're back here in 4 years' time, or if they're playing Afro-Basket, are they going to learn from this? Are they going to get better? Is the program going to grow? And there's lots of ways that they can look at other countries and see what they've done and see how they've done it. There's lots of good opportunities that they could take to learn how to get their program to a level And otherwise, this experience is worthless if they don't use it. Doing a nice touch here to thank the fans on the far side of the gym. You get the shots of it there as the stats are in front of it. Min Jok's enhanced their reputation. Really looks like an interesting player going forward. But obviously the results have been disappointing. Do they use the experience to help them grow the program? That's the key to having Afro basket next year. You've got to show up there ready to play and maybe go one better than they went last year where they were the runners-up. Turkey, though, they just had to do what they had to do. They'll be ready for the quarterfinals. It's a tough ask for Cuba. It's a hell of an ask to try and break Turkey down.
Well, if you look at the leading scores there, a reminder of what happened in the quarterfinals, France and Argentina. Well, here, let's look at this group first. Turkey, Argentina, Cameroon is how they finished Group B. So we'll have France, Argentina in one quarterfinal, Turkey, Cuba in another. And we'll have Belarus and China. Possibly the most interesting, although you don't know what to expect from Korea. They played a couple of one-point games. They will be up against Spain. So that does it from us here. 72-46, Turkey beat Cameroon and move on to the quarterfinals.